What's up, guys? It's your boy Bryson, Rain City MMA here with
Joey.
And today we're breaking down UFC 320. We got a rematch, Alex Pereira versus Ankalaev 2. And then you got Merab versus Sandhagen, 2 belts on the line. This should be a fun one. Let's get the breakdown started.
All right, guys. To start off the first fight of the night for UFC 320, we got a women's flyweight bout between Bargan Walker and Veronica Hardy. Guys, the odds in this are Hardy minus 650 and Walker plus 450 as a dog. So going into the breakdown, Hardy has like super crazy footwork and she comes out super fast. Walker, on the other hand, only has an 11% takedown defense and she throws a lot of volume, but lands at only a 30% rate, which is not good either. So for that reason, I got to take Veronica Hardy money line in this fight. Who do you got, Bryson?
Yeah, I think Hardy's a good play here. She's fought solid competition in the UFC. Pops out a jab to set up more. Like Joey was saying, she has smooth footwork. She loves to bounce on the outside, come in and out. Kind of point fight. Walker, inactive for 2 years. Decent gas tank. Just low IQ fighter. 37 years old. I'll take the 29-year-old Veronica Hardy, who's been a little more active as of late and seems to be trying to really improve her all-around MMA game. So give me Hardy money line. The next matchup we got is a welterweight matchup with Ramiz Brahma and Austin Vanderford. Brahma is a plus 220 dog and Vanderford is minus 270. I'm going Austin Vanderford here. I really like him. I liked what I saw in his debut against Vernatenikov. He holds top control well, shoots really good takedowns, has that active ground and pound. Me and Joey actually saw him in Seattle too during that fight. And he looked good. The big thing with him is his girl is Paige Van Zandt or whatever that girl's name is. And he's actually a good fighter, though, besides all that drama and stuff in his life. He's fought decent competition. I think fought in PFL or Bellator. Brahima, high-level jiu-jitsu, gasses out, though, after the first round, and he's never won a decision. So this guy's kind of boom or bust. It better be a finish or not, but I'm going Vanderford. Who do you got, Joey?
Yeah, I'm also going Vanderford in this fight. I just think Brahmas or whatever, he lands almost 2 takedowns in 15 minutes, but he doesn't really do much with it. He always loses when taking a step up in competition, guys. And like Bryson said, he's never won a decision. For that reason, I'm going to take Vanderford. I just think he's the more polished fighter, and I think he can get it done. Vanderford money line. All right, guys, next up we got a welterweight bout between Punahele Soriano and Nikolai Vernatenikov. Vernatenikov is a plus 180 dog, and Soriano is a minus 220 favorite. Soriano, guys, has poor takedown defense, but he does throw a good amount of volume, and he has solid offensive wrestling. On the other hand, Vernatenikov has that dog in him, or has no dog in him, my bad. He does have decent offensive wrestling too, but he does kind of fade as the fight goes on, I think. He does mix his kicks in well, but that's really all he has going for him. So for that reason, I'm taking Soriano in this fight on the money line. Who do you got, Bryson?
Yeah, this is a fight, guys, I would totally pass on. Soriano, I probably got him maybe coming out with another knockout like he did his last fight. Vernatenikov, Joey was saying, he does have decent wrestling and grappling, decent clinch work, but he only lands at an 18% clip of, takedown accuracy. He wants to stay long when he's boxing. I just don't think he's too talented, though. I think Soriano can come in and just make it kind of an ugly fight and just maybe win on the judges' scorecards, too. I wouldn't be shocked if Soriano wins like a 29-28 decision. Could be a split. Just do not put your money on this fight. It's not one I would ever bet on, and especially these two fighters, low confidence. Next up, we got a bantamweight matchup. Patchy Mix versus Jacob Wicklax. Mix is coming in as a minus 250 favorite, and Wicklax is plus 210. For me, I'm going to go Patchy Mix. I'm leaning towards him. It's not a great fight, but I do think Mix can win this one and bounce back after that horrible debut against Batista. Mix, he wants to strike on the outside. Good wrestling, but lacks explosiveness and his takedowns at times. He has solid jiu-jitsu and grappling. He just didn't show it in that fight. It was mostly striking, but he said he came in with an injury. It was a little short notice call-up. We'll see. He's on a full camp this time. Got an opponent in front of him. Wickalax, tricky jiu-jitsu. At times is too comfortable on bottom. Like when I was watching tape on him, I didn't see much that he was doing, especially on the feet. He wasn't doing anything. He does throw some nice body kicks, but I'm going Patchy Mix here as the favorite. I also think his reach will come into play when it's standing up. Who do you got here, Joey?
Yeah, guys, in this fight, I don't know. Wickalax, like Bryson said, he has solid BJJ and he shoots super explosive takedowns. I think the fight may get to the ground, but in that case, I think Patchy Mix is locked in after his, injury and whatever, getting over that. I think he's going to come in here strong, and I think he's going to get him to the ground, maybe, land a 1-2 and some ground and pound. And I think Wickalax is just going to either try to grab an arm or do something, but by that time, it's already going to be over. So I'm going Patchy Mix money line. If you're feeling crazy, maybe just Patchy Mix decision, something like that. All right, guys, next up, we got a women's bantamweight matchup, Macy Chasson versus Yana Santos. Yana Santos is a plus 145 dog, and Macy Chasson is a minus 175 favorite. Macy Chasson, she does struggle in the clinch, but she likes to stay super long, control her distance, and honestly, guys, she has great offensive wrestling. I think she's going to take over with it, so I'm going to take her as my pick for the money line. On Santos' side, she is a high-volume striker, and she throws some pretty good low kicks, but I think Chasson is just going to overwhelm her with wrestling in this fight. So Chasson money line for me. Who do you got, Bryson?
Yeah, I'm going to also go Chasson. I love how she is with, Fortis MMA. That's one of my favorite gyms. She has active ground and pound. Also throws some nice elbows in close and, does some good work that way. She did look really bad in her last fight against Caitlin Vieira, which that fight we were waiting for a long time. Yana Santos, she's a veteran of the game, great kickboxer. She attacks at all levels, nasty low kicks. She's still good, does good clinch work, good Muay Thai. It's just, I think she's starting to really slow down, and even though there's a 1 year age gap here, I think Chasson being 5'11" compared to Santos's 5'6" with the 72-inch reach to her 68, I think that's going to come in the long run here, and I think Chasson's going to win a comfortable decision. So I got Chasson money line and Chasson decision as well. All right, guys, next up we got a fun, exciting featherweight matchup. I really like this one. We got Daniel Willie Cat Santos versus Ju Sang Yu. It's a fun one here. Santos, he's minus 130. Yu's coming in at plus 110. I'm leaning towards Santos here, guys. He's never been finished. He gets into a lot of brawls, trains that shoot the box. Yu does too, that's going to be good for you. He times counters well while loading up, on his punches, shows super fast hands. Santos, though, he's the better wrestler here, guys. He can wrestle, and he chain wrestles at times. His jiu-jitsu is going to be better. And I've seen Ju Sang Yu's tape prior to the UFC, and he struggled with takedown defense. He's really dangerous in the first round, though, so if you're going to play Yu, maybe do round 1 Yu. He got, clean boxing with some real power. But I'm going to go Santos here, the guy who's had more UFC experience, and I think trains at a better gym. And I like minus 130, guys. I think that's a great price tag. I would definitely look at putting Santos on a parlay this weekend, but he's not going to make ours, unfortunately. Who do you got here, Joey? This is a good one.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, they love the undefeated fighters like you. He is super dangerous in the first round, but I don't think his takedown defense is quite there where it needs to be. He does have clean boxing with some real power, though. So it might be scary in the first round. I could see, why people bet you, but I am picking Santos here. I think his takedown defense is already way too on point for you. He works the body really well, and he has a great clinch game. So if you wants to go there, I think Santos' game for anything, especially in the clinch. I know Santos has a little bit more experience too, which will play into his favor. All he needs to do is get out of the first. I got Santos money line and Santos decision. All right, guys. Next up, we got a bantamweight matchup between Chris Gutierrez and Farid Basharat. Chris Gutierrez is a plus 340 dog, and Farid Basharat is a minus 450 favorite. Gutierrez has some nasty low kicks, guys, and he's good with the Muay Thai and clinch game. He does a really good job. He's he does get controlled up against the fence. My bad. Sorry, I'm getting over a little throat bug. And also, guys, just letting you know, we're using BetMGM as our betting site and stuff. So make sure you lock it in for BetMGM, and we appreciate it. On the Basharat side, he throws a super good front and teep kick, and he makes good decisions in scrambles, and he is undefeated. Even though he is a little bit younger, I think that is going to play into his favor, so I'm picking Basharat on the money line. Who you got, Bryson?
I'm also going Basharat. He's also going to be on our parlay, guys, minus 450. Lock that in as the first leg. I know it's a little big of a price tag, and we tend to give out a little lower ones, but I really think Basharat, this style matchup, is perfect for him. He picks his shots well, not a high-volume guy, but he's smart. He's a point fighter, but he pushes a little extra. He has 55% striking accuracy, excellent pressure / chain wrestling. He will get you down, and I know he will get Gutierrez down. Gutierrez, though, great striking defense, 63%. He's starting to lose a step, though, his last two fights, I just, against, his last one, he looked decent against Castaneda. And then the other one against Quang Lee, he lost a round, and I just think he's losing a step. And I think Basharat, training at American Top Team, and just looking better each fight. His brother had that brutal knockout against Ricky Simone, but I think his brother here is a little better. Also, will have the reach advantage. Gutierrez usually is bigger than a lot of these guys, but Basharat ain't a small guy. So I'm going Basharat moneyline, and also look for the decision most likely. Him and Gutierrez will have a competitive one, but maybe 30-27, 29-28 Basharat. All right, next up we got a middleweight matchup, Edmund Shabazian versus Andre Muniz. Shabazian is coming in at a minus 275 favorite, while you got Muniz at plus 225 dog. Shabazian, high technical boxing, comes out and pressures very early. Improved takedown defense, but usually struggles with wrestlers, grapplers, which Muniz is. This is going to be a stylistic matchup here. You got the grappler versus the striker. Muniz, elite level jiu-jitsu. I believe 24 I think out of 24 of his wins, it's 17 are by sub or something crazy. Good offensive wrestling, lands 4.02 takedowns per 15 minutes. Has been finished in 3 out of his last 4, though. That scares me. I could see Shabazian getting an early knockout here. So I'm going to go Shabazian by knockout. I wouldn't play the money line just in case he gets subbed. So I think for this, you just play the prop and go the knockout prop. But who do you got here, Joey?
Yeah, I'm also on the Shabazian train. I think he just works the body too well for Muniz, and Muniz's chain wrestling, I think it's only going to tire him out a little bit more than he already is. And also, Shabazian, he, like Bryson said, he comes out and pressures super early. So, if they're both going tit for tat, I got Shabazian in this fight. But I do believe by KO because of Muniz's submission threat. So, I'm going to pick money line in this fight, just the prop. All right, guys, next up, we got a middleweight matchup between Abita Gautier and Ozzy Diaz. Gautier is a minus 1,000 favorite, and Ozzy Diaz is a plus 625 dog. Ozzy Diaz, he wants to make the fight ugly, and he throws a lot of volume, but Gautier, in his last fight, guys, we saw his unreal KO power, and he finds his range super early, and he likes to get his hands going, and then it kind of just works off that. He is crazy for middleweight, and I think he is going to get the KO here. So I'm going Gautier moneyline and Gautier KO if you're feeling a little risky. Who you got, Bryson?
Yeah, I'm also going Gautier, and I wouldn't play the money line just at minus 1,000. I'm not touching it, but he's actually patient. He doesn't rush the finish. He does have 6 first-round finishes. I would take him by first-round finish if you're going to bet on this fight. It's probably going to be minus 240, 250. He's minus 1,000. Ozzy Diaz, he gets hit a lot, lacks power, keeps switching, divisions, light heavyweight, middleweight. I thought he lost his last fight, too. I thought Jordan Santos got robbed, and that was pretty ridiculous. So I'm going to go Gautier round 1 and Gautier KO. I just don't think it's a great bet, though. Like, it's going to happen, but it's so tough with the lines, with how big of a favorite he is. So it's one I'm going to skip out on. But, it's our last prelim, but it's going to be a highlight reel for sure. All right, guys, to start the main card, we got a fun middleweight matchup with Abu Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer. Magomedov is coming in as a plus 180 dog, and Joe Pyfer is minus 220. Pyfer will be our second leg to the parlay with Basharat so far. I think him at minus 220 is a steal, guys. He throws with fight-ending intentions, always looking to press forward, shoots very explosive takedowns. His grappling's improved. He's a good boxer, time shots well, doesn't rush it, but comes in with, when he comes down with a 1-2, it comes with power and it hurts guys. Abu throws good front kicks / teeps, has good offensive grappling, holds top control well. He can wrestle guys. He also has 100% takedown defense, but I'm telling you right now, that will be destroyed as of next Saturday because Joe Pyfer is going to get the deal done. And I think he could finish Abu. Pyfer's one of those guys where it's scary betting on one of his finishes because he could finish a guy either way. He's just a well-rounded mixed martial artist, and I like Pyfer here. And I'm just going to go money line, but if I had to pick a way of victory, I really could see a knockout here, maybe finishing Abu like second, third round. Who do you got, Joey? This is a good one.
Yeah, guys. Abu's Nurmagomedov. Guys, you think, he's a good wrestler. Nope, the exact opposite. He's pretty good in the stand-up game. He likes his clinches and whatnot. He does struggle under pressure though, and he only lands takedowns. He lands takedowns at a 2.65 per 15 minutes. But Joe Pyfer is a different type of beast, man. His fight IQ is super high. He has decent defensive and offensive grappling. His feint game is shown to improve. I think Joe Pyfer gets him out of there probably round 2, maybe late round 1. I don't know. I can't say a prop bet. I'm going to go money line for the safest way. But, he could get him out with a sub or, like a ground and pound TKO, KO. So just pick Joe Pyfer money line for this fight, guys. And we're hyped for UFC 320. All right, guys, next up, we got a lightweight bout between Josh Emmett and Yusuf Zalal. Josh Emmett is a plus 325 dog, and Yusuf Zalal is a minus 425 favorite. Josh Emmett, he's looking to counterpunch like he was, again, in that Bryce Mitchell fight when he found that overhand right. But he is getting older, starting to lack his speed at 40 years old. But he does have an all right gas tank. And when I saw some videos of him in the gym, he's looking right for this fight, but Zalal is a different type of animal, guys. He has elite-level jiu-jitsu, and he has great footwork on the outside. I think on the ground, Zalal dominates him. I think Emmett stands a chance in the stand-up with the counter-punching, but I don't think Zalal is going to let him take it there, so I think he's going to get him down, maybe get a sub late. If you're feeling risky, I'd take Zalal sub, but Zalal money line in this fight is a lock, I think. Just the age discrepancy and how active Zalal's been. I got Zalal. Who you got, Bryson?
Yeah, I'm going to lean towards Zalal here, even though I can see why you would go the dog with Josh Emmett. I mean, he's just a veteran of the game, has good power, but gosh, he's taken a lot of damage throughout his career. a lot of mileage over the years. He throws some powerful low kicks, just not enough volume though. But Zalal cannot fight Emmett how he did against Cater in that third round where he was just running away. And I don't know if he got tired or something happened in camp, but Zalal just looked really bad. And if he does that and Emmett just hits him once in that third round, I mean, he could finish Zalal. So Zalal should wrestle. He didn't wrestle last fight. I think he was trying to prove something with the striking. He times takedowns well. Zalal also has a 66% significant strike defense. Just really smart, good head movement. Like Joey was saying, his footwork on the outside's nice. Pops out a nice jab, good 1-2s. But I'm gonna lean Zalal here, and I think he's a good pick. But I'd definitely be cautious. Wouldn't throw him on a parlay. If you play him, maybe play submission or decision, just by a prop probably. But I could see Emmett too. All right, guys. Next up, we got a crazy light heavyweight matchup. We got Yuri Prohaska versus Khalil Roundtree Jr. Yuri's coming in as a minus 185 favorite, and Roundtree's coming in at a plus 155 dog. Guys, this fight is this is spectacular by the UFC. The way this card is from top to bottom, a lot of fun fights, but this one is going to be so fun. I don't think it will not live up to the expectations. I really think it will. Yuri improved footwork and head movement in that Jamal Hill fight. He showed like he really has it. Switches stances frequently. We know he has a great feint game, keeps hands at hips to attack at odd angles against opponents. Roundtree, he looked a little lackluster his last fight against Jamal Hill. He has excellent Muay Thai style, throws clean, snappy low kicks. We know he has that power when he does. When he was tagging Jamal, he would tag him, but he wouldn't rush the finish, which I give him, credit for, is he doesn't rush stuff. But I think Yuri, just all those feints, switching stances, being in Roundtree's face the whole 15 minutes of the fight, I think it's going to be a problem. And Yuri has a clinch game as well. So don't be shocked if he engages in the clinch with Roundtree. So I'm going to go Yuri here, and Yuri's going to be the last piece of our parlay at minus 185. So, guys, remember, we got Bashrat, Pfeiffer, and Yuri for you guys. Lock that in. Who do you got here, Joey?
Yeah, no, in the fight of Pereira's sons, guys, definitely I have Yuri. Yuri, he did get, a little bit better with his head movement, like Bryson said. Jamal, and then Khalil Roundtree, on the other hand, in the Jamal Hill fight, it was more like a Muay Thai, like, point fight thing. He'd throw a leg kick and hurt Jamal to the body, but there was no sense of urgency to get him out of there. So for that reason, I got Yuri. And also, like Bryson said, with his clinch game, it's crazy. For instance, Dominic Reyes, who we just saw fought on the last card, Yuri knocked him out with a spinning back elbow from the clinch. Pretty crazy. He also has a 68% takedown defense and a fantastic gas tank. So for that reason, I'm picking Yuri Prohaska for the win. He's the last leg of our parlay. We use BetMGM, guys, and lock it in. Let's see you at the cash counter. All right, guys. Next up, we have the co-main event of the evening, a bantamweight championship bout between Merab Dvalishvili and Cory Sandhagen. Sandhagen at a plus 275 dog and Dvalishvili at a minus 350 favorite. Guys, Sandhagen in his last fight, he was super good with Figueiredo in the 50-50, and he ended up, causing an injury. But on the other hand, he is super precise with his striking, and he does mix up his kicks well, and he does have high-level BJJ. But Merab is a different animal, guys. He's the machine, he's the Terminator. He has an outstanding gas tank and an elite-level chain wrestling. I think he's just going to, hit him with the 1-2s and dominate him on the ground. I got Merab money line, and if you're feeling crazy, Merab decision. Who do you got, Bryson?
Yeah, I also think Merab decision. I think he's unstoppable right now. I think there's some challenges in his division, but I think Sandhagen's one of them, but I don't think it's going to be the one to beat him. And Sandhagen, 2 years younger, throws some clean low kicks, great gas tank, trains out of Colorado at Elevation with Trevor Whitman. Solid defensive grappling. Bad takedown defense, though, 63%. Like, it looked decent against Umar, and it was all right. But, Merab's a guy who's going to pressure forward the whole time. He lands 5.84 takedowns per 15 minutes. Improved offensive grappling. I mean, look at him finishing Sean and just that transition into the choke. I think Merab is just continuing to be on another level. I know he's a little optimistic about getting a knockout against Sandhagen and wants that, but I'm going to go Merab decision here. I think he outlasts Sandhagen and dominates him fairly well. Maybe Sandhagen steals the first or second round, but other than that, I'm seeing a 4-1 decision Merab. Merab again defending the belt and adding another great name to his resume, along with the other guys he's already beat, like Umar taking his Peter Yan, Henry Cejudo, Jose Aldo. So, yeah, I think Merab's going to add another name and continue to grow his legend and, status as one of the all-time greats. All right, guys, we got the main event of the evening for the light heavyweight belt. We got Magomed Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira, and this is their second bout. The first one, obviously, Ankalaev won the unanimous decision. We got Ankalaev at minus 260 this time and Pereira at plus 210. I picked, before this, guys, we didn't start, but you could ask Joey here. He picked Pereira. I picked Ankalaev, their first bout. He was at a real good price at the time then. I believe it was like minus 150. It was a pick-em practically. And I still think he's at a great price at minus 260. Pereira, I think mentally he's out a little. I think Ankalaev's getting in his head. This isn't on Ramadan, as it was the first time, which Pereira made a big deal about trying to get Ankalaev around there. Pereira's 38, Ankalaev's 33. Big Ank, he shows excellent technical boxing, amazing takedown defense at 87%. He's very strong in the clinch. We saw that their first fight. Great feint game, too. He gets opponents to bite. That's how he set up that shot that really hurt Pereira in their first fight. The story with Pereira. Scary left hook, throws some nasty low kicks, very calm, doesn't rush things. He showed good takedown defense against Ankalaev. One thing, though, he lacked volume in that first fight, and I thought that hurt him because I believe it was the first or second round Pereira won, and he did pretty good. He was throwing volume. He was throwing those low kicks. Big Ank, he struggles with them at times. He's gotten better, but he struggles with low kicks. I think it will be interesting, but I think the same result's going to happen. I'm going to go Ankalaev decision. Who do you got, Joey?
Yeah, I do love me some Alex Pereira, guys. He's nasty and he had a crazy run. He's super dangerous early, and, he has pretty good takedown defense, except when it came down to the Ankalaev fight. He was pretty good in the clinch, but then, Ankalaev clipped him in the end of the second. Ankalaev, guys, he's, super dangerous early. He has a great gas tank. His striking accuracy is insane. We had a 52% at light heavyweight. He is younger. I think Pereira, had his crazy run and, is gone. It was there and gone, you know what I mean? Love the guy. Can't believe, I'm picking against him. Always picked with him beforehand, but I'm doing my pick fit, and I'm picking Ankalaev for this fight. I just think he has more ways to win, and I'm going Ankalaev money line. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Rain City MMA. We appreciate all your support, the likes, the follows, the subscribes. We got a UFC 320 parlay coming at you. So we got a three-legger, how we like to do it. We got Basharat at minus 450, Pfeiffer at minus 220, and Yuri at minus 185. Lock it in, guys, and we'll see you at the cash counter. We're hitting back-to-back weeks, and we've been hitting, so tune in.